Hi, my name's Stephen Jennings. I head up Tozers' employment team. This is a quick 2-minute session on some of the top employment issues we're being asked about at the moment. First one is, can I make employees come to work? That's a question many employers are asking, especially following recent encouragement from the government for employees to go back to work. Current advice remains, though, that if your employees can work from home, they really should do so. If they can't work from home and you ask employees to come to work, you should still consider the following points. First off, you're under a duty to take reasonable care for the health and safety of our employees. You need to make sure that those who do come in are social distancing and following appropriate procedures and making sure that they're regularly washing their hands. Many employees will be deeply reluctant to go to work and may even refuse an instruction to do so. The question is then whether an instruction to attend work is reasonable, and it might not be. If you try to make employees attend work where it's not absolutely necessary, you do run the risk of undermining the duty of trust and confidence. Ensure that you comply with government guidance and the laws which relate to providing a safe working environment. This includes taking a number of steps, such as carrying out a risk assessment and consulting with employees. These can be complex and easy to get wrong, so do get in touch if you need help with those. Another question we're being asked is, do we need to pay staff who are self-isolating? Employees who have been advised to self-isolate will be entitled to SSP from the first day of sickness absence, provided they meet qualifying conditions such as a minimum level of earnings. Employers with fewer than 250 employees will be able to reclaim SSP paid in respect of the first 14 days of coronavirus-related sickness absence. Do ensure, though, that your sickness recording processes distinguish between absences related to coronavirus and absences for other reasons. Finally, can we make redundancies? Well, it's your choice whether to do that or whether or not to furlough employees while the furlough scheme is still available. The availability of the furlough scheme might be one factor that's considered if an unfair dismissal challenge is brought. You therefore need to make sure that you've got a good reason for dismissing an employee, which might, for example, be a reasoned assessment that your requirement for that role has ceased or diminished for an extended period, not just on a temporary basis, or it's expected to do so. You also need to follow a fair process. Make sure that you pay statutory redundancy pay to those employees with more than 2 years' service who are made redundant. The process is a lot more complex if 20 or more employees are at risk of losing their jobs in the same place. In that case, do please consider taking specialist legal advice.